Hey everybody, it's Toya Tiller and I'm back with another video. This is the review of Tyler Perry's Sister Season 5, Episode 15. The title is Two Can Play That Game. So, I wanted to come to y'all with a prediction video of this episode, but I wasn't able to come back to my computer and drop a review for y'all because life started life and I had to handle business ahead. So, I am coming to y'all with the episode review and we're going to hop back into the review where we left off. So, we left off where Preston hopped on one knee and proposed to Danny and asked her, will you marry me? Okay? Now, Danny, she told him no. She told him no, and I don't blame her because, for one, she feel like it's a rebound ring. And I understand why she do. Because, Preston, you keep on threatening to go marry the girl. And you told Danny at the airport that if you don't get back with me, then I'm about to hop on a plane and go marry her. Okay. Now, not only do that lead me to believe that this is a rebound ring, but the fact that whenever you told me that to try to ring on, I said, okay, well, we could have the same ring size. That ain't telling me nothing. You said, no, y'all don't have the same ring size. Meaning, you have measured her finger to know her ring size and to know that it does not match my ring size. Why was you measuring her finger, Preston? How do you know her ring size is not the same as mine? Why are you so certain about that? Yeah, because you have bought her a ring. And this might be the ring that you bought for her. Now, Danny told Preston, clearly, you stressing me out and I'm about to go hop in the tub because that's pretty much the only place in her apartment that she can go and be alone is her bathroom because she lives in a studio apartment. Which is another reason why I don't blame Danny for saying no to the proposal because Preston did not take the initiative to take Danny to a nice place, you know, have a nice time, nice dinner, and then pop out the ring and propose to her. He instead met her at her place. Well, I think he hung around all day before she got home. And when she made it back to her place, he hopped on one knee and said, will you marry me? In her studio apartment. It's cute that you want to marry her, Preston, but I feel like you could have tried a bit better than that. Than to just propose to her in her studio apartment. I feel like she deserves a better proposal if you're gonna do it. And that's with anybody, not just Danny. That's with any woman that deserves, you know, that a man wants to marry. I feel like they deserve the best proposal, their dream proposal. Because I'm pretty sure back at home, come to find out her name is Mindy, and I know I've been calling her Suzanne Marianne, so that's just how I'm going to keep calling it. Okay, even though her name is Mindy, y'all. But back at home, Suzanne Marianne, I'm pretty sure she got the proposal that she wanted. You know, she got the proposal that she wanted. So why come over here and hop on one knee in my living room? Like I'm not special enough to take out and have a good time and actually give me the proposal that I've always wanted. Like, seriously, it's not just about you. It's about me too and what I want. So that bothered me too, Preston. I feel like you could have did a bit better than that. To me, that was very rushy, very selfish, and it was very lazy. I'm just calling it how I see it. It was very lazy of you to propose to her like that. But anyway, we're going to move on from that. So Preston, he's bugging a bit because then he's telling him that she's about to go take a bath. So now he's talking about, oh, so you want me to leave? You want me to go home? That ain't what she said. She said she about to go take a bath. Like, you can chill, you can watch TV, you can cool out. You overthinking it. Calm down. So he was like, oh man, I should have waited. I forgot. I can't talk to you while you high. I should have waited till you were sober. So then he was like, when am I ever sober? Excuse the train that's coming by, if y'all can hear it. But then he was like, when am I ever sober? Like, as if my answer was going to change if I never hit a blunt today. Like, my answer would have still been the same, personally. Because either way, it's too much that needs to be resolved before I say I do to anything. Like, for one, you haven't even really just talked to me about this Mindy girl at all. Until you was telling me that you was ready to go marry her. So no, the way you moving, Preston, I'm not feeling it. And then on top of that, he told Danny, whenever Danny was like, it's just a lot going on, he was like, well, it's not that much going on. We just trying to figure ourselves out. That's it. We just trying to figure us out. Figure each other out is what he said. We just trying to figure each other out. And I feel like, Preston, not only is that like the main reason why y'all shouldn't get married right now, because y'all still trying to figure each other out, like you just said it for yourself, but you also need to go figure yourself out, Preston. You do. Because honestly, I understand you being ready to be married, but why would you settle for a woman that you really don't even want to be with like that just because the other woman don't, just because the other woman said no? You saying that, okay, if you say no, I'm going to go over there and marry Mindy. But I don't really like Mindy like that. She don't do it for me like you do. That's what he told them. So if you don't like her like that, and she ain't doing it for you like that, why is you ready to go marry her just because I said no? It sounds like to me you have problems on your own that's going on in here, Preston, that you need to work with. Your inner self. Why do you need to be married right now, like Danny said? And if you don't marry me, why are you willing to go marry somebody that you don't even like that? I feel like you need to be trying to figure yourself out as well, Preston. Not just trying to figure each other out. You need to be trying to figure yourself out. Because Danny not the only problem in this scenario. And I'm calling it how I see it. Preston, you coming with a lot of baggage now. Now we see Danny, she stepped into the bathroom and she called Sabrina to let Sabrina know that Preston proposed to her. Sabrina was like, oh, so what you say? Did you say yes? Like, are you getting married? And then he said, well, no, not right now because I'm not even ready for the conversation right now. My mind is not even there right now. Plus, he feel like my answer is no, simply because I'm high. And he wants to wait till I'm sober to talk to me, but when am I ever sober? So, Sabrina, she hung up the phone with Danny because Calvin was over there. And Calvin, he come out the bathroom to myself, ooh, you might not want to step in that. It's about 35, 45 minutes, all right? And so, Sabrina said, ew. Calvin said, well, dang, I was just playing. I ain't really come over here and fuck up your bathroom, girl, calm down. So, Sabrina was like, no, it's not that. It's just, I can't really have a sense of humor while Maurice is in jail. So Sabrina, she's really weird right now. She's going through the motions. She's afraid that she's going to lose her job, that she's going to have a record and not going to be able to find another job. She's crying. She just needs Kelvin there to vent to and hold her and be there for her. And Kelvin asked her, did she talk to Andy about helping Maurice? She said yes. Andy said she's going to do what she can. So I still don't see why Calvin won't try to take the initiative to try to help out as well, being that he is the main cause of this. Because Sabrina had even said, I don't know why he even messed with that dude. And Calvin was like, I know. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, he didn't want to talk about why he even messed with the dude. Because Calvin is the main reason why Q was even allowed over there at Maurice's house. Because Maurice was kicking Q out whenever Calvin stopped him and made him feel sorry for him or whatnot. Even though Maurice got his own mind and he should have told Calvin, no, this is my house. You can get out with him if you feel that sorry for him. Because that's what I would have told him. I wouldn't have been letting him just move somebody in just because he had a rough pass. Hell, I had a rough pass. So, I ain't going for that. So, I don't see why Maurice went for it either. But anyways, Sabrina, she going through the motions, and it's good that she have Calvin there with her. Now we see Andy. She's laying on her bed. She get a phone call from Robin because Robin needs the number so that he can call this businessman that's going to help him out to save the company that Hayden and Gary is trying to take over. So, Andy told him that she can give him the number tomorrow, and she also needs some help from him. And she told him about Maurice or whatever. With the fourth jailbird, then Robin got to help her run out. So, Andy, she let Robin know that she is thrilled to have a powerful boss like him. And after that, they hung up the phone. Now, when they hung up the phone, here come Gary. He done popped in. Been listening the whole time because come to find out, he got full access of the penthouse now. Y'all, I knew Andy was listening smart. To say she's a lawyer, seriously. He has full access of the penthouse now, y'all. The penthouse that he's suing her for. Yeah. The penthouse that he been spying on the whole time with a telescope. You sat there and gave this man full access to your place that you sleep in and have sex in when he's not the only one that you having sex with. Yeah. Gary can pop in and do anything. You remember the last time he gave you full access to your little bitty apartment, let Gary call it. Remember the last time he gave you access? The last time you gave him access, full access. And Jasmine got a hold to that not the hotel key. Jasmine got a hold to that apartment key. Came in there shooting with rubber bullets. Yeah. Now, I know the last you heard Jasmine was locked up. But you really don't know her whereabouts. Or Gary's either. Because you didn't even know his office building was right there beside your penthouse. And that's why he put you up there, so he can look at you, spy at you whenever he get ready. And you gave a stalker full access to your place. Okay, moving on. Gary told her that he heard the whole conversation. First he tried to lie and say, I thought you was asleep. Then he said, oh, I heard you on the phone. But I thought you said you thought I was asleep. Yeah, because you're full of shit. And then on top of that, you sat there and said you heard voices coming from the room and you thought I heard company. How so, Gary? How did you hear voices when the phone wasn't even on speakerphone? Neither was it turned up that loud enough for you to hear a voice through it. And even if you did hear a voice through a phone, you should know that there's a voice through a phone. You're a liar, Gary. That's what you are. And I really wish that you would be more open and honest about your jealous ways, because they are still there. And I don't understand why Andy is so naive to it. It's too much. So she told Gary, either way, go hop up in the shower and do what I called you over here to do. Period. So Gary, he did just that. But before he hopped in the shower, he had to call Hayden to let Hayden know that Robin is on to them. And he believed Robin got to step up on them. So, Robin might get the best of them with this company. And they might not be able to take over the company. And then come to find out, Andy is helping Robin out. So Gary putting Hayden up on all that. Even though Hayden ain't trying to hear it. Because he's highly occupied right now, okay? With Tamara. So he was letting Gary know, he was like, hey, you won't believe where I'm at. I'm in a hotel. I just got through going out to eat. We just had a good time. She in the bathroom right now. And when she come out, ooh, I'm finna beat it up. I'm like, hey, what grade are you in? Goodness gracious. So, when Tamara came out the bathroom, they started kissing, sloppy kiss. It was an old sloppy, nasty one too. And then she pushed him onto the bed, took a towel off, showed off her body, and she was like, all I want is you. So, she got Hayden full attention right now. Now, we see Zach and Fatima. And Zach, he coming down the stairs because he about to go visit an attorney with the documents so that the attorney can view over the documents before he go and take them to Karen. And so he let Fatima know that. And Fatima let him know that she got somebody dealing with Hayden right now. Because she asked, have he talked to Heather? He was like, nah, she ain't answering the phone. He think Heather on BS right now. And he was like, and she with Hayden. So Fatima said, yeah, but I got somebody taking care of that right now. Zach was like, what's going on? What you got going? Fatima said, no, I ain't nothing crazy, so don't worry, it ain't nothing crazy. And she was like, but trust me, he will find love. So Zach was like, so you trying to find that dude love? That's so wet. And I was glad when Zach said that, because I said the same thing. Like, the whole gold digger plan to me is whack. And I've stated that in my previous video. That it's whack, and to me it's senseless, and I don't think that it's worth the outcome. But anyways, so Zach asked her, did she want him to wait for her in order to go take the papers to Karen? And so Fatima, she was like, no, it's cool, I trust you. You can go take them, because I mean, if you're gonna do something, then you're gonna do it. Regardless, you're gonna do it, whether I'm there or away. So I trust you. And I wish Fatima would have been had this attitude. This is what I've been saying. Like, fall back and let Zach be a man. If you really can trust him and you know he's gonna do right by you, fall back and watch. Watch and see. That's all you gotta do. And I'm glad that she's finally being an adult about it and letting Zach go handle his business on his own. And so, they left and they say they're gonna be back up later. Now, we see Andy. She entered into Robin's office to give him the number so that he can call the businessman to hop on top of the law firm in his situation that Gary and Hayden trying to tackle. So, he got to compliment Andy and everything. Andy was like, you sure this is appropriate for the workplace? And it was cute or whatever. So it looked like they're getting along pretty fine these days. And I'm glad that Andy has his back with this, being that he have had her back with everything that she's asked. so far. And that's another thing that I can appreciate Robin for. So it's good to see that she riding with him on this and not Gary, which I don't think that she really want Gary and Hayden to take over the law firm where she works at anyway. So I'm not surprised that she's riding with Robin on these. No, of course not. So now, Fatima, no, Andy is in her office when Fatima walks in and let her know that she's done for the day and she's about to go home. So Andy was like, you ain't getting away that smooth. What about last night? So Fatima, she sat down and she told Andy, she was like, well, Zach just got to deal with his stuff, that's all. So Andy was like, well, I am proud of how you handled it. Now let me look at that ring, let me see it. So Fatima, she flashing it or whatever, she's excited. And then that's when she asked about Karen. She was like, so how is Karen? How did she take the news? And Andy was like, yeah, we gonna leave that right there. Like, she didn't really want to talk about Karen, but she over there asking about the ring. You asking about the engagement. You asking about last night. You all up in, you all up in the business whenever you want to be in the business, when it's beneficial for you. But whenever I want to know how did she take the news, oh, that ain't your business. And I'm glad Fatima checked her for that, because Fatima was like, okay, it's cool. You can keep y'all business. You're right, it's not my business, but just don't be asking me about my ring, okay? Simple as that. Because like I said, you made it your business, Andy, whenever you asked Fatima about the ring in the first time. You made it your business. And then you want to get mad at Karen for feeling some type of way with you about not telling her. After you made sure you knew, you wanted to know as hell. So that's all I'm saying. Even though I wouldn't have cared to know if I was Karen, I wouldn't have gave him to know. Whether he was married, whether he was getting married at, what day he was getting married on, I don't care. That's the past. That's over with. That's how I could have been looking at it. But that's just me. But either way, it don't change the fact that Andy made that her business to even be involved in, and then want to turn around and tell Karen, oh, that's your ex's business to tell you. But anyways, now we see Fatima answer the phone. And it's Tamara on the phone giving Fatima an update about Hayden, letting her know that she got Hayden wrapped all around her finger, okay? All around her finger. And when she get done with him, he gonna be doing any and everything she say. So, I'm thinking in my head, Tamara, where did the ghetto boys go? Because he went straight out the door on this episode. But anyways, she said she can switch it up, so I guess that's what she's doing now. But anyways, I'm talking about for Fatima, on the phone with Fatima. Because Hayden was gone. I understand why the ghetto voice was out the door whenever she was with Hayden. But I'm talking about whenever the next morning comes and she's talking about something, oh, he did not want to leave. Okay? I got him in the palm of my hand. And he's taking me to dinner tonight. And we're going to see each other again tonight. And just giving her an update about the whole thing. But I'm thinking in my head, why, I guess because the voice she had to put on all night long with Hayden, I guess the voice just stuck on there. Or else she forgot that she was supposed to have this ghetto voice. I don't know. But either way, she told Fatima that Hayden was talking about suing Zach for taking his ex, and he didn't mention the ex's name, but he did say that him and some hedge fund guy was taking over the law firm, and Fatima had the phone on speakerphone. So Andy, she was over there smirking the whole time whenever the girl said that, and she was like, and oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this dude wears socks in his pants to make his look big. And I'm like, Tamara, you really didn't even have to tell her that because I'm pretty sure she already know that. Let's not forget that she had him first. Okay, let's not forget Fatima had Hayden first. So she know that that thing ain't thinging. She already know that. Now, when they hung up the phone, we see Calvin and Serena. And Maurice called Calvin. Once again, I don't understand why he keep calling Calvin. Why won't you call Sabrina? I'm pretty sure you got her number. You knew her longer than you knew Calvin. And even if she changed her number, you still haven't asked Calvin what's her number. So what's up? Why haven't you called Sabrina? You started calling Calvin. So Calvin answered the phone. He told my son, "How you doing, Maurice?" Maurice said, "Oh, I'm just packing up so I can fly into London." Now y'all know that was a kiki because I'm thinking the same thing in my head. Like, yeah, if he keep on asking this stupid question, I don't give him a stupid answer because why is he asking how you doing? Like, I'm locked up. Come let me out, okay? I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Hey, they won't let me out. Shout out to Akon. But that's how Maurice feeling right now. I'm locked up. What do you mean how I'm doing? I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm stressed out. I need a drink. That's how I'm doing. I'm sleeping on a hard mattress. That's how I'm doing. Hell. So, Serena got on the phone to let him know, don't believe in that prosecutor saying, because that prosecutor is full of shit. Okay? I am not working against you. Working with Q? Who? Okay? And so, Maurice told her that she don't believe him and that he gonna hold on tight. But she better pull some strings. Okay, and so Serena said, "Look, Andy helped me get out, so I'm sure she can do the same for you, so just hang on tight." Now, I believe Robin gonna be able to help get Maurice out of jail. But when he get out of jail, dude, like I said, you better deal with Q. Period. Because he right there at the airport. Feeling around with Andy. And I don't even understand why she started giving him a chance. I forgot to speak on him. He over there study flirting with her and she flirting back. Like, I understand you don't know what's going on clearly, but at the same time, Danny, you shouldn't even be in a headspace to even give Q a conversation at this point. Like, keep the energy like how it's been. But either way, she's over there at the airport entertaining him, and I wish that she would stop. So that's exactly what Maurice could find Q ass at. And I hope that he do when he touch down. Now, we see Karen in her salon with a client whenever Zach walk in. And was like, "Ooh, Zach, you looking nice." He was like, "Just a little light work. Now, he was looking good. So, he had to step in to let Karen know that he got the documents. Now, he had started off like, "I text you." She said, "I text you back." He said, "No, I didn't get it." So she looked at her phone. She said, "Ooh, I forgot to send it." I was like, I don't know if Karen was being petty, or did she really just honestly forget to send it? Because sometimes I do that too. So she was like, she's serious, and she forgot to send it. She was like, "Oh, you thought I was playing one of your games, huh? Staying out all night, saying that you texted me and told me that you was going to be out all night, but you really didn't? Yeah, I'm not playing your games, Dad." So Zach was like, "Okay, cool, Karen." And she was like, "You can just admit it, though." And he was like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I lied. I admit it." So he was like, "But really, I can't talk about these documents. Like, Zach ain't trying to talk about the past. Like, let the past be the past, okay? Even though I understand that sometimes you just be in your feelings. And which is why I feel like it's important to get that closure. That closure is important. Because that closure can bring peace. I'm telling y'all. That closure brings peace. And that's why I really feel like it's been very important for them both to get their closure outside of Fatima and Aaron. Because whenever like little stuff triggers you, you know, you still bothered. You still bothered by something. Because that you said it was a trigger for her. And she thought about the things that he used to do, the games he used to play. And she had to call it out. Even though that wasn't even the moment to even call it out. But she had to call it out. Because sometimes that process of closure is not that easy. It is still gonna be little trigger points here and there before you can just come to peace and be like, okay, you know what, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We good. So they get into the office where they last had sex. And he really didn't want to go in there, but he went anyway. And he gave Karen the documents. Karen heard it and signed them. He was like, whoa, don't do that. You gotta get a lawyer. You gotta get a lawyer to look over that. Get in to look over that. Don't just sign them papers. I can't take that like that, Karen. So, and he was like, you didn't even read it. And that's the same thing I was saying, like, girl, you didn't even read it. But that's just how over it she is. She's just that over it to the point where she don't even care what this document say. Just sign it, get it out of my face. Like, just let's get this over with because we ain't getting no younger. I'm trying to move on. You done already moved on. Let's just get it over with. So I won't have to hear about these papers or even deal with these no more. Now, I do honestly believe that this whole signing the paper for the agreement of how much you're going to pay a month is ridiculous. Being that y'all do not have a DNA test yet. To me, that's ridiculous. So you made this agreement without even knowing that that's your child. I mean, I'm hoping that you stated, if this is my baby, you know, then you'll pay this much amount instead of just agreeing to pay this much amount, you know, regardless. You just gonna pay this much amount now. And then what if this turned out to not be your baby and you have signed that agreement, the judge have signed off on that agreement and you have to follow up on that. I just feel like it's ridiculous. Get the DNA first and then follow through with the child support. But I understand Zach ready to get married, but I just feel like it's nilly-willy. Anyways, so she let Zach know congratulations on his engagement and the fact that she's feeling lighter. She's not mad anymore. She's not holding no grudges. She feel like Fatima is a cool chick. And so Zach was like, whoa. Wait a minute, you going too far now. Them letters ain't make you feel that much better. And I'm just like, I mean, honestly, Zach, whenever you called her over there to the house to talk to her about the documents, she was very calm and at peace then. You should have realized that the letters must have did something then. Even though she did have to blow up a bit on her way out the door. But that was because she got mad about the desk. There was a trigger. That's what I'm saying. Little triggers. It's little triggers that still come about whenever you're trying to get over a person. That's just normal. You're going to be triggered by things. So, that was one of her triggers, just as well as that text. When Zach came in, he was like, I text you. And she forgot to send her text. It made her think about the lies he used to tell. That was a trigger. But anyways, back to the subject. She was trying to be the bigger person. And basically let Zach know that everything is okay now. We cool. We good. And I'm proud of Karen just as well as I am Fatima on this episode. I have to give them both a hand clap for this episode because they both showed that energy that I've been wanting to see out of them. That adult energy, that grown woman energy. Like when Fatima let Zach go handle his business on his own and was like, I trust you, go ahead. That was that grown woman energy I've been wanting her to have with him. instead of all up under him trying to make sure he don't pop up against the wall again. Like, if you trust him, trust him. Fall back. He did this before you. Let him handle this. Let him get closure on this situation, because obviously he needs it. And so does Karen. And with Karen over there, I'm proud of her for being an adult, for acknowledging the fact that Zach has moved on and that she's proud of him. Congratulating them. And, willing to cooperate with this whole situation and move on from it, Instead of holding the grudge every time I see you, we frowned up, throwing little slick subs at each other, like, it ain't gotta be that. So I am proud of Karen and Fatima both on this episode for being grown women. Now, after they finished the conversation, Zach left, and Karen, she initiated a hug. She was like, Zach, because he was like, I'll see you later, Karen. She was like, all right, Zach. So he came over there to hug her. Now, I would have never initiated a hug simply because, I don't respect the fact that you somebody else's man now. Simple as that. You not my man no more. I ain't gonna be all up on you like that. And, if you initiate a hug, then I probably would have gave you a little church hug, but other than that, I'm not doing all of that. Like, come give me a hug, Zach. I'm not doing it. Although I feel like the only reason Karen did that is because that was a part of her closure. I do feel like that was a part of her closure, but I just don't understand why she didn't give him the hug inside the office instead of getting outside the office and then asking for the hug when everybody is around looking, and you never know who knows Fatima, who know her friend. Come to find out, right? Never know who's watching, so why even do that? Because it could come off to look like something that is really not. And which it did. Because on the next scene, we see Fatima sitting in her office. Here comes Angela, Fatima's friend. She walk in there and sit down. She was like, you and Zach still together? And Fatima said, yeah, we still together. She was like, y'all good? Like, y'all, everything good, right? Fatima said, yeah. What's going on? Angela said, look, I don't want you to jump off the hammer on this, okay? Because she already know how her friend is. She was like, but look, I need you to see this. And she showed Fatima a picture of Karen and Zach hugging in the salon. Whenever Karen asked him for that hug, and he walked over there and hugged her, and Karen gave him a kiss on the cheek, that's exactly what was caught on camera. That's exactly what was caught on camera. And that's what Fatima saw. Now, whoever took that shot, they was being high-key messy. High-key messy. And you can tell they were standing over to the left side of the salon because you can see Pam clearly in the background of the picture. You probably can't see it that clear coming from my phone, simply because of the screenshot I took. It just was not that clear. But either way, if you go on the episode and you watch the episode and you look in the background on that picture, pause it and watch and see the angle of how that picture was took. Whoever was in there that took that picture, she was standing on the left side of the salon facing Pam. Now, do I feel like it was Angela that took that picture? No. Because Angela made it over there to Fatima's office way too fast for it to have been her in the office, her in the salon. Plus, I believe Angela would have spoke to Zach. Or Zach would have spoke to Angela. Either way, they would have saw each other. I feel like it was somebody in this salon that knows Angela and Fatima. Took that picture, sent it to Angela, just so that Angela can send that picture to Fatima. Who knows? Or hell, Angela probably was in the shop. She probably was somewhere, with her head tied up under the dryer and couldn't really get up like that. But she was gonna sit back and see what he had going on for real. Ain't no telling what Angela got going on here. Maybe she might be one of Karen's clients. And Karen don't know that that's Fatima's friend. So who knows? Either way, it's something that looks like what it's really not. Because I do remember the previews, the trailer of Zatima, because I reviewed it. Although I didn't watch the season, I reviewed the trailer. And I do remember seeing Fatima. She was out somewhere with her ex-boyfriend. And one of Zach's friends came up to the window and spotted them out. So he took a picture real quick and went and showed Zach and was like, she's cheating on you, dude. But it really wasn't what it looked like. I think they was just catching up, just seeing how each other was doing or whatnot. But it really wasn't her cheating. And I feel like this is the same scenario that's about to play out with Zach and Fatima. But this time, Zach is the one in the picture. Yeah, we're gonna see how this play out. I just wish Karen would lift her lips to herself. But either way, I can't say that because that's her closure. And if that's how her closure needs to be, if that's what she needs for closure, so be it. Because I don't believe she was doing it to be messy. I don't believe she was in on the picture. I don't believe she was doing it because she wants that back or any of that. I believe she was honestly just processing her closure. And that was a part of it. So I can't really blame her for kissing him on the cheek and initiating a hug. Although I wouldn't have done it. But I do understand. When you need closure, hey, regardless of the steps that you have to take for that closure, sometimes it is needed. So that's just what I gotta say on that, and that's all I have for this review, and I will be back with more videos. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so, and also hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night.